our new to us camper that we bought on Facebook Marketplace. I think we went from one frame failure to another. So you can see where it dropped down. I think it's a doozy. Slide frame is obviously broken and we wanted to fix it. What we didn't know about this, well, no, it's not rotten, it's just broken apart. This is a pretty easy fix, really. This just dropped, right?
There's nothing live in here, right?
Well, everything's live, so I don't mind tearing it apart and seeing what makes it tick. So on that note, let's get at it.
Take you where you wanna go. Take you where you wanna go.
All right, guys, we made it. We're in BC. And yeah, our last video probably shows us somewhere deep in the bowels of the US. But we didn't record much because Katie turned into Beeline Betty and got us here pretty quick because we discovered there's some pretty major issues on our new to us camper that we bought on Facebook Marketplace. And I think it's a doozy. We were pretty concerned that we got some pretty major frame issues on the unit. And I'm going to show you what that looks like because when we took it off the truck last night, well, it all didn't want to stay together. And I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So you can see where it dropped down. I can stick my fingers in here now. So this whole wall up to a certain point is dropping. So I'm thinking the frame or I don't know, whatever, however they have it installed here is broken. Along with over here you can see our slide. The slide frame is obviously broken. It separates here even though I sealed it, and you can see like there's about 1/2 inch or 5/8 of an inch that it drops and still pulling away the caulking when it's on the jacks. So I was hoping that we knew this was wrecked and we wanted to fix it, but we didn't know about this. And we kind of had some signs the second time we put it on the truck because it was starting to touch the bed rail on my truck. And the other side had a big gap, so we knew there was something going on. And I wanted to fix the D-lam on the back, but I think the D-lam is going to go on the back burner. And we're going to focus on investigating this and getting this fixed while we're at our friends here mooch talking. Which, by the way, they have an awesome spot. It's treed, lots of area. It's got lots of outbuildings and stuff and tools. It's got lots of tools. So anyway, we're going to start tearing this apart and see what we find out together, how bad it is. I hope it's not wrecked because we just bought this thing and it'd be pretty disappointing if it turns out to be a real piece of junk. Honestly, I think we went from one frame failure to another. The only difference is here, we only paid a small amount of money for this truck camper. So I don't mind tearing it apart and seeing what makes it tick. So on that note, let's get at it.
Welcome back to Shifting Gears to RV Life. If you're new here, we're Jason and Katie, a Canadian couple navigating full-time RV life and all the expected turns that come with it.
Broken screws. There's another broken screw. There's another broken screw.
And if you've been following along for a while, we appreciate you being here. You already know this story. Recently, we've had to make a pretty big change. While our 44-foot fifth wheel is in the shop getting repaired, we've temporarily moved into this 24-year-old Arctic Fox truck camper we've affectionately named Foxy Roxy. We figured we'd get back to Canada, do a little cleaning, fix a few odds and ends, and be ready for summer adventures. Well, Foxy Roxy had other ideas. Once we got her off the truck and started taking a closer look, we discovered a handful of surprises that needed some attention.
But I think it's still back. There's screw. I can see screws here.
Some were expected, and some definitely weren't. So welcome to the first episode of our Fix Foxy Roxy mini-series, where we'll be tackling repairs, upgrades, and whatever else this 24-year-old camper cougar decides to throw our way.
Yeah, that's the water tank, fresh water tank.
What are we looking at?
Well, before I go too far, there's a fan here with the transfer switch on it that's got to be unscrewed from the inside.
Mm.
So I'm kind of glad I cut that in half and found out. But this is, well, no, it's not rotten. It's just broken apart. So it just has to be lifted back up
And re-secured.
and resecured.
What about this corner?
This has got to get screwed back in. So I'll have to peel that out.
That
Has to come off. Yep. But it's not rotten or nothing. It's just the screw got rusted and it broke off.
Before we get too far into this project, there's one thing we should mention. We're not professional RV techs, and this isn't a how-to video. It's simply how we're approaching these repairs and upgrades on the camper. Now, while Jason usually likes to handle the construction projects himself, I tend to be the one asking questions along the way. So if you're new to RV repairs like I am, you're probably wondering some of the same things. Thankfully, Jason is pretty patient and usually takes the time to explain what he's doing, why he's doing it, and what we're learning as we go. So think of this less as a how-to series and more as a chance to follow along as we figure things out and bring Foxy Roxy back to life.
This is a pretty easy fix, really. This just dropped, right? I mean, this piece is broken, but I'm going to fill that full of wood glue and clamp it together, and then that will be fine. That'll be like new. And I'm going to put a block of 2x2 or something that you have here across here. Yep. And then refasten into that with lots of glue. What? And use screwdriver?
Well, I can't get a screwdriver in there, but the screws aren't fully in.
Yeah.
But it's like if I moved it one way or another, it should pop off.
Oh, is it on those slip things?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't. Just a second. I don't know how he got it on in the first place.
Well,
Hold on.
that's original construction. Okay, so hold on a second.
No, I gotta get a screw here. It's not an angle. It's stupid.
Well, do you want me to put it like this or no?
Just hold it there.
Okay.
Never mind. Let's go this side. Can you push it out some more? Okay. Is there it? There's nothing live in here, right?
Well, everything's live, but you don't have any open ends or anything.
There's grounds and stuff.
Yeah, that'll be okay. You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff.
Okay, well there's still screws and stuff in it.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's just hanging there by ground.
Yeah.
And while Jason usually likes to tackle the construction projects on his own, every now and then my help comes in the form of a smaller set of hands and an extra set of eyes, or just someone to bounce ideas off as he works through a problem.
You got someone's face back here on this side.
Mm-hmm.
Like a ton more.
Yeah. Like every trailer build.
What is this?
No, they always drop pieces and they just grab them out of their pouch.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of sheet metal screws and stuff in here. I'm gonna need to shop vac.
Tell us what you're doing.
Blowing up some wood, re-securing it so I don't have to change out that whole strip, which would be a real pain in the butt.
The problem?
Problem was the screws got rusty and they broke off. And now everything is loose there. Yep. The other way.
Other way?
Yep. Good. That's nice and solid there. That looks like I'll square that right off. More surprises. They put a patch in here. And I'm not sure why, but I'm about to find out. Yeah, it just has to be fastened. There's our black tank, I think.
The insulation is back behind everything.
Yeah. Yeah, no insulation. Yeah, this is all new. Maybe that's the black tank. I don't know if this is the gray tank or the black tank. I don't know which one's which. There's two here. Fresh is there. Fresh is pretty big actually. Fresh goes right from here all the way up. Yeah, there's one right over here and there's one right here. But I think, well, once we get this opened up, this may have to be propped up.
Oh,
I see there's a 2x4 stuck under there. Shocking. That'll need some work. With these campers, you open a can of worms every time. You open a can of worms every time. Gosh. There's more screws. There's more screws.
this one.
There's two.
Yeah. I think it's tape.
Yeah, there's a bunch of screws that are broken off. So you can see here they've got nothing for verticals. Holding this. And then the corner over there, you can see where it's dropped down. That's going to be raised back up.
When you took the plywood piece off, these two separated like from each other.
Well, they're not really separated a whole lot because it's just the wood is not milled they never use good wood. And then I got to make a strap that goes across to pick up this tank.
So the black tank doesn't move?
So, well, the problem is the black tank's flowing the wrong way.
Oh, look at that.
So I'll get a measurement once we bring the bottom of this back down. You can set this back down now. This back one. Keep going. A little more. More. Whoa. Take some weight off. Good. You know why they did this? Tell you exactly why they did this. There's solar wires. Yeah, well, one of them. So you got to give them access to get them somehow. So that's probably what they did. All right, guys, we got this all tore apart. Had to have a break for a few hours, but even with these well-known and supposedly well-built truck campers, they still shock me on how poor the construction is. I mean, when we pulled this panel off, this is all loose. This isn't even fastened, and there's nothing along where the water tank is, so you can kind of see where the whoop is. But I built this frame that's going to go right in here once I cut that out for some extra support. And even if we had to pull the tank out in the future, we can just pop the screws out and it should be easy access. But over here, we had to glue up a bunch of sections. I think we already showed that. And we're just waiting for that to dry to refasten this wall back together. So it was a pretty easy fix. It just took some time. So yeah, we're going to get cutting again and see how far we can get today. We're probably only going to get this frame in, and then that's going to be it for the day. We're going to probably clean up, and then tomorrow we'll pick up some supplies so we can finish it off. And I'm pretty wiped, so it's not a hard job. It's just a long job.
For the safety and the structural integrity of our...
Yeah, it's worth me overdoing it a little bit just to get this fixed properly, because it was just, once I opened it up, I was blown away on how poorly it was built.
Mm-hmm.
And every rig is like this. They race around to get these things pushed out, and I don't know why, but anyway,
So,
we're going to make it right,
this step, and then we move on to the next fix.
which is going to be up here. And that's not going to be for at least likely a week. So we'll finish this up. I'm not even probably going to get to the resealing part of this.
Mm.
I'll take it easy for a few days and just relax and recover. And then do it all over again. Groundhog Day.
Jumps off the page. It's been on the market a while, but it might get better with age. I've been known to take on water. You might get your feet wet before a price of absolute.
All right, guys, there's something else I wanted to show you guys that really disappointed me when it came to the underbelly and the gray and black tanks. One, if you can see it, see if I can shine a light. But it's sloped the wrong way. So I'm gonna have to try to build a support to lift that up so everything will actually drain. And it looks like there's just a little piece of 2x4 in there. That's like, it never ends. Anyway, I'm gonna fix that up too and call it a day.
We made some good progress today, but this is really just the beginning. We've still got a long list of repairs, upgrades, and a few mysteries left to solve before Foxy Roxy is ready for the road. So if you'd like to see what we tackle next, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you in the next video.